Post-graduation depression is real. Post-graduation confusion is real. Like having a life crisis and just not knowing what you want to do, what you should be doing, what you think you should be doing, who you think you are and who you were, like just don't even mesh anymore. So you're just like going through this whole identity crisis. You're like, what the fuck? We live up to these very high expectations that, you know, right after college, we're supposed to have it laid out. We're supposed to be doing this, and this. Like, that's not the case. That is not the case. And that is what we are here to discuss today. What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is Steadyco here, and today I'm doing my first sit-down video just to pick my brain, like talk a whole bunch of thoughts. There's been a lot on my mind, and I feel like I haven't got the chance to vocalize these things like with my YouTube channel. There's always so much going on in my mind, and one of the reasons I made this YouTube was to just like start vocalizing things, streamlining my thoughts, share my ideas and different, like all kinds of different stuff. And what better way to do that than a freaking sit down video? So this is definitely a first, and it's definitely exciting because it is different from my other videos, which are, you know, vlogs and tutorials, lifestyle stuff. But I also wanted to have these sit down videos and start to like spark conversations and pick people's brains and just let people know what's going on inside my head, because it'd be a lot. It really be a lot going on. So a little bit about myself. I am a recent 2020 graduate of Winston-Salem State University, where I received my bachelor's degree in art with a concentration in computer graphics and a minor in marketing. Here it is, signed, sealed, and delivered. Undergrad is now behind me. I am moving on in life. I'm moving forward to bigger and better things. So shout out to all the 2020 graduates. Shout out to everyone in college. Shout out to me, because that is a really big accomplishment. Also, I am currently pursuing my master's degree. So I'm a graduate student at UNC Charlotte. That's a new journey that I'm on also. I started my grad school program in July. So it was literally like boom, 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 boom. But yeah, what we're gonna talk about today is just that experience, like just what it is and what it means and what it feels like to graduate college, and what it feels like to transition into being an adult and into your real life, because this is real fucking life. It's just weird. It's different. It's definitely an experience. It's a learning experience. It's a growing experience. It is a changing experience. There was nothing like consistent about this so far. I know for me, when I was in college, I had a lot going on. I was doing a lot. I was in organizations. I had a campus position. I had a campus job. Doing it all, like really doing it all. I did a lot in college. And you know, you get so used to that for 4 years. You're in college, you're in this environment. You become the people around you, and they become you. Like, y'all are a community. That is where you live. That is what you know. That is what you breathe every day. Like, you eat with these people, you sleep with these people, you see these people every day, you work with these people, like going to class, doing everything that you do. Like, that is what happens in college. And when you leave that environment, it's kind of shocking. It's like, wow, like I've been doing this for 3, 4, 5, 6 years for some people, depending. And it's really different once you leave, because it's like, damn, that's all I knew. Like, I was doing this for 4 years. That was a big part of my life. Like, I finally felt like an adult. I was doing the things I needed to do. I was like doing this, I was doing that. You kind of get used to that routine. You get used to that consistency, and it just becomes like second nature. So being a college student was like my job at the time. You know, I did have 2 part-time jobs, but you know, being a college student was what I did and who I was. But now shit has changed. But I'm still in school. I'm still a grad student. That's the thing too. But I'm not. Everything is just different. And I really just wanted to vocalize those differences and express how I internalized that whole experience, because it's different. And I've learned a lot in this experience, and I kind of just want to share my experience to like encourage other people that it's okay to feel this way, because at one point I felt like I was the only one feeling this way. I felt like, shit, I just lost my internship. I just didn't know what was going next in life. So I know there's a lot of people out there who are like, damn, what is next in life for me? What's gonna happen next? What am I gonna do? What am I doing? Who am I? Like, crisis type shit. Like, dead ass crisis type shit. But before I start, I just want to say, you know, wherever you are in life, I have faith that we are exactly where we need to be right now, and that the things that are supposed to happen will happen whenever it is. But it's just up to us to continue to be our best and remain patient, because, you know, everything's gonna happen for a reason. So keep that in mind, because that's definitely one of the lessons I've learned so far, and we're not even into the topics yet. So something that prompted this whole discussion in my mind was like literally me going through this crisis. And it's not something that I wanted to talk about. It's not something that I like brought up a lot, because I felt like if I said it, it would have kind of made the situation more dramatic. It would have made it like, oh shit, like he's doing all this, he's feeling like this. That's not the type of person I am. I've never really been one to express so much. Like, I give people, like, I'm good at doing that. I'm good at not showing my troubles on my sleeve, not wearing my emotions on my face. Like, when people know me, they get the same me all the time. You know, whatever that is, pumped up, positive, happy, smiling, getting through whatever it is, I do that. But recently, this shit has pushed me to a different level. Just adjusting from college and jumping straight into grad school, moving back home, like all of that has changed me mentally, and I didn't want to talk about it, but I feel like people should know, because I'm just like, you know, it's okay. And I kind of felt like that's not who I was, because, you know, in college, like I said, I had this, I did that, I was here, I was there, da 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 da. And then it's like after college, it's like, damn, Stat, what you doing? Shit, sad, shit in grad school, struggling, at home, not doing what I want to do, what I think I should be doing. Like, all these different thoughts were in my head. But after a little bit of soul searching and just like talking to people and getting my emotions out and connecting, I started to realize, of course, I'm not the only one. Everyone is kind of feeling like this. I'm 22 fucking years old. Like, everybody's not gonna have it figured out. We live up to these very high expectations that, you know, right after college, we're supposed to have it laid out. We're supposed to be doing this, 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 and this. Like, and, you know, that's all good. And for the people that are doing those things, like, congratulations, like, y'all are amazing. But it's other people who are not doing those things and who are comparing themselves to others and feel like, well, we need to be in those same spaces. But that's not the case. That is not the case. And that is what we're here to discuss today. As of recent, I was feeling like I wasn't doing enough. Basically, like, I felt like not enough. Like, why do I not have a job? Why is grad school so hard? Why am I not feeling this? Am I doing the right thing? Like, all these kind of like hella questions were just in my head. So we're just gonna like discuss all of that today, because I was just not in a good place. And then I just made a poll on Instagram just to see like how people were feeling and to just get some advice, because nobody ever told me this stuff. Post-graduation depression is real. Post-graduation confusion is real. Like, having a life crisis and just not knowing what you want to do, what you should be doing, what you think you should be doing, who you think you are and who you were, like, just don't even mesh anymore. So you're just like going through this whole identity crisis. You're like, what is going on? And then the virus on top of everything was just like, what the fuck? So I posted a poll on Instagram. I had asked, what is something you wish you could have known before graduating college? And I also said, if you could go back and give advice to your undergraduate self or to anybody who was in college about life after college / how to prepare for it and what to expect, what would you say? And what have you learned? This one is big, and this is going to be the first one we're going to talk about, is to never get discouraged, knowing that I am more than qualified for what I want. So that was a really good response, and I definitely agree with that, and I'm going to talk about that one. Like I said, I was in a space where I was feeling hella discouraged. I'm like, damn, I applied for a part-time job. I applied for a part-time job and they called me. They were like, oh my gosh, well, they didn't say this, but this is what it sounded like in my head. I applied for the part-time job and they called me. They were like, oh my gosh, Brian, we got your application and we read your resume. We think you would be a really good fit for this part-time job. It was just part-time. So I'm like, I'm in my head, I'm like, oh shit, I'm already in there. And I literally came in the next day. I had 2 interviews that day. So I had my regular interview and then she was like, okay, do you have enough time to stick around and do a second interview? I want someone else to get the chance to meet you and interview you so you don't have to come back for your second interview. You know, you could just get it all done in one day. I'm like, bet, like, yeah. So at that point, I figured I had it in the bag. And the second interview, it went well also. I was doing everything I thought I was supposed to do, you know, expressing my interest in the company, why I liked it, what I could bring, what skills I've learned, you know, in college and other part-time jobs that can make me a better employee. Like, bitch, I was saucing it up. Like, I couldn't believe they told me no. They told me no, y'all. So after that, I felt discouraged. Like, I got the email. They said, okay, well, we'll email you our decision and let you know the next steps, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, cool. Long story short, I got the email and they were like, we regret to inform you. So at that point, I was like, fuck. So I'm like, damn, like, I'm a whole college graduate. I done learned how to build a resume and done showed y'all my resume. Y'all said y'all liked it and said I was good. Like, I done interviewed twice in one day. Like, I did all these things. Did all these things that I thought I was supposed to be doing just to get denied. And that was really discouraging. I'm like, damn, like, what am I doing? I said, if I have a whole bachelor's degree and I can't even secure this part-time job, like, who am I? What am I really good for? Like, what is this shit? Why is this happening? Why did they even let all that happen just for me not to get the job? So that was definitely a like slap in the face. But yeah, long story short, I didn't get it. I felt very discouraged and like low-key, just like I wasn't good enough. But back to his response, never get discouraged knowing that I am more qualified for what I want. So that resonated with me because I don't know why they didn't hire me, but maybe they wanted younger people with less experience to give them the opportunity. That's how I took it. So, you know, didn't get the job and I just felt like I wasn't worthy. I'm like, damn. So if I can't even secure a little part-time job, what am I gonna do? Like, so that happened. Felt like that. And, you know, but I'm glad I got this response. I am more qualified for what I want. So that experience really motivated me to go harder, to push for bigger jobs, to apply more places. After I get my master's degree, I am doing a different job search now for like a full-time job after I graduate. But to help get me through college and support my own self, I wanted like a part-time job. But I'm qualified, like I can do it. And that's not something that I realized until having that experience. So I took that L gracefully. So thank you, company, for that experience. Thank you for not hiring me. It has showed me that there are bigger and better things out there and that I am more qualified to do bigger and better things. So, and thanks for that response. Now this second one hit home and it really like resonated with me because I've seen it happen to other people and I low-key experienced it in myself. Very sensitive topic, but it's so real. Like, depression can hit at any moment. Take care of your mental and protect your peace. That shit right there, like, is real. There's a whole lot of factors that can lead to somebody's depression. Depression is different for everybody, and having those feelings and feeling like you are not what you're supposed to be, you are not who you want to be, all of those feelings are valid. And the topic of mental health is so big nowadays. I'm glad that it's starting to be recognized more. Just that take care of your mental was just so big for me because some days I wake up for my Zoom classes and I'm just not in the right mental space. Like, I get on Zoom and I'm pissed off. I'm just like, I'm not even happy. I don't want to be here. Like, I really hope this is doing something for me. I just get in my head. I'm like, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing enough? I just didn't feel in the right mental space at all. just didn't feel good about myself. I just woke up every day feeling, and sometimes I still do wake up every day feeling like, damn, like gotta go to class again, gotta deal with these people, like gotta try to deal, try to fit in, try to feel like I'm doing the right thing. So after having those classes and those experiences, I would be like, am I doing enough in class? So I would go study some more. I would go like drown myself in work. I would like try to figure out everything. I'd be staying up super late trying to read and understand concepts and just trying to like cram everything into my brain, because I felt like, oh, if they understand it, I need to understand it too. Like they're moving faster than I am. I'm not doing good enough. I have such a almost competitive mindset. I just feel like I really need to be not on top, but like top tier bracket of whatever I'm doing. So that mindset and having that experience with other grad students, like trying to compare myself to them and their learning speed and their ability to interpret things faster than I did, really took a toll on me also. So I was like not feeling good about it. I'm like, damn, do I even need to be in grad school? Like, is this shit even for me? But I'm gonna stick through it, and I'm gonna keep studying and just doing everything I need to do. On to the next part, protect your mental. I was not giving myself enough time at all. My weeks were heavily saturated with schoolwork. Wake up, go to class, do the assignments, and then after the assignments and we get off Zoom, I'd be like, okay, well, now we got this independent work, so let me, you know, go through the material again. Let me study this again, and let me try to understand this concept, because we got to come back to this. So, and I'd be like, well, if I don't understand it, I'm going to do it again tomorrow. So I would just like drown myself in work. Like everything was school, and everything was becoming repetitive, and it's like I had no mental break. I had no mental break at all. So it just became like I felt like I was stuck. Really felt like I was stuck in that shit. Still kind of feel like I'm stuck, but I'm finding ways to break out of that. And this is kind of hard because we're in class online, so I don't really have that network, that group of people like you're in class with who you can connect with to help get help on an assignment, or you can talk to these people after class, see how they're feeling, or y'all can meet up and y'all can study or whatever. Don't have that. Classes are online. Everything is fucking different. So that's a factor. So I kind of felt alone, kind of still do feel alone, and like there's not much help out there. So long story short, didn't feel the best mentally about where I was, how I was performing in class, and I just really had to start taking a break. I just had to start doing more things that I liked. I had to start reaching back out to friends, connecting with them, because they kind of felt like I ghosted them. But I kind of felt like, oh bitch, I got class, I gotta study. Like I'm in grad school, like I still got school going on and I'm behind. So I can't really talk to y'all right now. But I had to start reaching back out to people, and doing things to ease my mind and take my mind off of school, because my mental health was not where it needed to be. Like I would literally wake up and just be mad, like fuck, I gotta go through this class shit again, I gotta do all of this, and then I gotta study because I'm not gonna remember. Like it was a lot. So definitely appreciated that response. Ooh. Last part, protect your peace. Like I had to do things that would protect my peace. If I knew that I had to study and I had something going on, and then somebody was in the sidebar like asking me to do something, like, oh, there's just certain things that I have avoided, certain conversations I've had to put on the back burner, certain things that I couldn't handle at that moment because I needed to protect my peace, because I knew if I had to do all these different things at one time, I would go crazy. All these different things were happening at one time, and boom, it was just so much in my mind. So I literally had to like avoid having some of those conversations. I had to tell people, I'm sorry, I'm not able to do this right now. Hopefully I can do it another time. Didn't make any promises, but I had to let them know like these things are happening. I can't do this right now. Like at all costs, I had to protect my peace, because if I would have tried to do everything, it just would not have been a good story. So definitely protect your peace. Another big one, go at your own pace and do not base post-grad on what others expect you to do. Boom. Like that one is super important for people to understand.